Well, well, eh, here in the Washington Post it says it says that bombing Syria and Iraq is not worth the fight, is what the Washington Post is saying. I told you, the journalists, they're just covering. They say that the threat from ISIL is overhyped. No, it isn't. ISIL is a regional threat. ISIL is a threat to Jordan and Lebanon and Turkey. That's a serious threat. If they disrupt those countries, of course, it would be a lot more damage, and it could destabilize international relations. So really, they should be stopped with airstrikes. And that will degrade them. It won't completely defeat them, but it will degrade them. And that'll be that's all you really need, though. Then they won't be a threat to Jordan and Lebanon and Turkey, and their chances of striking the U.S. will be diminished, not enhanced. And you may need to do it again. You may need to bomb them again in the future. And there's no reason not to start today. And hello, Mr. President. Can you hear me? Well, I support your Russia policy, though. That's right. You're against arming the Ukraines, which I support. The Republicans want to arm Ukraine. They want to even put U.S. troops into Ukraine, which is even worse. They want to start a war with Russia, and that increases the chances of a nuclear war, and a nuclear war cannot be won. Nuclear strategy is based on MAD, or mutual assured destruction. So I support President Obama there. I don't support him on domestics, immigration. So because of the immigration issue, I have to support the Republicans. And so that's what it is. That's how I feel and what I believe. And you can check that. Heavy bombing of about 200 airstrikes per day against ISIL in Libya and Syria over a 2 to 3 month period. That will probably degrade ISIL quite a bit, and that would accomplish our task. As far as defeating ISIL completely, you need to take territory, and that takes ground troops. But we really don't want another occupation in Iraq after what we've been through. It's a mess. Iraq is a mess, and Syria is a mess. And they're going to stay that way. Because there's no way you can change it other than, invasion. And that's not going to necessarily make it better. But it will increase the amount of terrain you control. all it is. And what are you going to do after that? You have no exit strategy. And as far as Afghanistan goes, as soon as we pull out, Al-Qaeda will roll in. So you really ought to leave behind a contingency force, a residual force. About 30,000 soldiers in Afghanistan is what you ought to leave behind.